Day 17. This is probably the most pleasant morning I've had so far. It's really temperate. The wind is not blowing. I'm only wearing one puffy and I'm not cold. It's new sock day. I was fortunate to run into Lucky and his old lady. I want to say her name is Ann, Pam. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. But awesome people. Yeah, he's still a gearhead after all these years. Like he was really interested in all my gear last night. He's like, man, you got a really compact setup. You look pretty lightweight. And then I started pulling out thing after thing. He's like, how do you have all, it's like a clown car in there. How much are you carrying? I'm like, 50 pounds. So I was like, Jesus. He's like, I thought you were like lightweight. I'm like, oh no, man. No, I like my creature comforts because for me, hiking and camping are, they're two sides of the same coin. I mean, it's hard to do one without the other, but people just focus on the hiking as to where I enjoy my camping. That's kind of where I rest and recharge mentally as well as physically. So I like to have my creature comforts while I camp. It only makes sense to me. Not everybody else is like that, but hey, to each their own. Anyway, it's 3 a.m. Bing, I'm awake. I don't know why. I'm cooking my coffee. I have no idea how far we're going today or what's up. As usual. I should probably look at the map so I know when these pay sites are coming up. But that ruins the magic if you look at the map too much, man. Only when you get lost. If you feel like you're not on the trail, look at the map. But to see how high that next hill is or all that, nah, don't bother, man. Alright, anyway. It's new sock day, so let's get those things on and drink some coffee and go. Okay, and we're off. Are you prepared? I'm probably not. But I am here. Hey, there's a lake. If I'm traveling that way, I don't know which way I'm traveling. It doesn't really matter. Let's walk. A few deer peeping me. Hard to zoom in on their eyes. At least deer give you a chance. They stay in one place. Just stare at you. Oh, shit. There's even more of them. But when its predator only looks at you for a few seconds before it figures out how to get a little closer to you. So when I see things I think are cat eyes, I only get to see them for a few seconds and study, what color they are, how far apart they are, their head motions. I mean, there's a few things that indicate what you're looking at. But since I have actually never seen the cat that I think I see, I actually have no proof. Could be all in my head. Even I don't know. I don't feel scared out here, even though the grass is tall. This is good stalking ground. In fact, there's deer just chilling on that hill over there. They don't seem to mind. Anyway, too many humans in this area. There was a baby deer down in the wash by where we were sleeping that had been washed down in the rains. And he just rotted to a skeleton. Nothing ate him. His bones were undisturbed. So, the fact that a deer can rot in a wash tells me this area doesn't probably have too many big carnivores stalking it, or they're just so well fed they don't care about the dead baby deer. Normally I would complain about the wind, but this is kind of the early desert mornings I'm used to. The air is pretty warm, but the breeze coming through cools you off. It actually feels good. I probably shouldn't even be wearing my hiking puffy right now, but I know it's going to get colder right before the sun comes up by that weird phenomenon. Pretty nice night hiking. There's a hill up there. I'm hoping once I get over that I have some service. I haven't had that in a minute. I really need to upload some stuff. Got it sitting in my phone, but just need to get up into the interwebs. Woe is me. Tons of beautiful rocks, things to get attacked from. I don't feel stressed out here though. I have my head on a swivel enough to where most things aren't going to sneak up on me. I look behind me when I feel I need to. Hey, number 11. I don't know what any of this means. I know they divide this up to a buttload of stuff. Which way is mine? Is there an arrow on you? Okay, there it is. I was like, ah, fucking forks. Always forks in the trail. There's something shiny down there, so I had the urge to go that way. Shiny things draw me in, man. I'm that easy. I am so fortunate I ran into those two. Because, I don't know, I'm 2 or 3 miles down, and I haven't seen anything suitable. So by this point, I know what I would have done is I just would have camped somewhere like right here on the trail. Just, hey, that's a decent flat spot. I've done it before, and I pretty much guarantee I'll do it again. It's not my fault you put pace, I can't worry about it. Land of the free, my ass. But even better than that was really getting that water. I mean, that really means a lot to me. The fact that somebody would take their time to come out here and bring me water, not even knowing when I'm going to be here. I mean, it all might have been for nothing. I know I'm late to it. I'm really happy there was some left. Yeah. But, you know, that was pretty awesome. I don't know how far he lives from here or anything, but, you know, even if it's just around the corner, fucking awesome. But, you know what? Nobody lives just around the corner from here. Now. So, yeah, thank you very much. Prison camp parking lot, point 1. Awesome. Ooh, I might have camped down there, too. That looks pretty flat. But still farther than I wanted to go. Heavy mountain bike traffic on trail. Hey, where are we? Oh, we are here. You know, I'm probably at the point where I should stop and look for water, but, you know, I generally don't do that till after the sun comes up. I don't know why. It's probably a bad habit, but that's what I'm going to do anyway. I still got 2 liters on my back, so I'm not stressed out in the least. And I've drank 0.75 of a liter as coffee, so I'm well hydrated. Plus, you know, you don't sweat when it's like this. It's not cold, it's actually really nice. I still have my hiking puffy on, but, you know, it's keeping me at the perfect temperature. I don't even have to have my fingers gloved, you know, like, I got my fingers exposed. Ooh, these are my mittens, my cold mittens. Love these things, they work really well. I still need to get some of them little tiny gloves, though. The ones that start off really, really tiny and you put your hand in them and they somehow fit. Because I like to wear those underneath, you know. It's nice to have another layer of gloves when you hate cold as much as I do. Well, I guess those things, I'm probably going to order those on Amazon. It's past the season where I'm going to find those anywhere other than like a Love's truck stop. What is this? Make sure I don't step in any cacti. Okay, so if you go just past all the pay things, a couple miles past where I stayed, if you're just looking for a nice flat spot, well, can I interest you in a slab of concrete? Huh. It is strange. Oh, there is a dirt road. No, that looks like a wash. Huh. Kind of strange. Did it burn down? I'm assuming so. But, you know, that's just fireplace stuff. If this thing did burn down, it was long ago. You can tell fires have happened here, semi-recent, I mean, by the size of the scrub. And there's still charred remains of other trees. General hints, you know. Shiny glass bottle. Low wall. Oh, a wash to sleep in. Wonder how far those other guys went last night. Did they actually get a spot in there somewhere? I hope they were comfortable. I kept looking for them on the hill. Well, not them, but their friend that was coming along behind them. I believe her name is Pogo. So I was going to invite her to come down to my spot because I know they lost her the other night because she's not as fast as they are. But she sent word through hikers that we're traveling faster than her. That, you know, she was just behind, but I'm assuming she's probably 5 miles back or so, man. She started off pretty far behind us. I don't think she made it over that last big hill. But if she did, I kept my eye out for her. Kept looking back to see if she was there. But no dice, man. Hope she found somewhere. Well, we all find somewhere. These are Florida people. They're not used to the desert. All good peeps. I enjoy their company, man. Florida people are about as weird as I am, so, yeah. Kind of works. I'm not sure if that's a Joshua or a really big yucca. I think it's a Joshua tree. Just the only one of its kind around. Oh, you know, are you the same thing? Yeah, I think you are. Just a baby version. Oh, my first time seeing a skunk in the wild. And deer. See the skunk right there in the center? You can just see his tail and stuff. And the deer. I wouldn't have noticed the skunk without the deer. Oh no, I've seen one in the wild before. I don't know. I was a kid though. From a distance. Venus is shining bright. Okay, I'm glad the skunk ran away from me. Although, does it matter if I get sprayed? Could it make me smell any worse? I don't know. I can't smell me. Later, do sorry, Startle, yeah. Been random tubes all over this place. That's my second concrete one. Seen a few steel ones just ripped out laying next to the wash. Hey, see, there's another steel one. Just random sections laying around. I'm assuming at one point they pumped water. There's more concrete ones. But all the work to get them out here, and you don't really use them. Guess they served a purpose at one point. By looks, I'd have to say these are remnants from the old mining days. Try to get some gold out of this hill. Or steal its water to pump it down somewhere else. To steal gold from somewhere else. Sycamore Reserve Trail, or Reservoir Trail, number 39. At least where there's turns, they tell me where they're at. So far, it's been pretty well marked. Downhill for a bit. That's a big flat rock. You could sleep there. I think that's concrete. Is that a rock or concrete? That's concrete, man. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's even got a hole in it. Yeah, one there. Random slab O concrete in the desert. Those are like anchors of some sort. Something was built along here. Maybe part of a bridge or something supporting water. The tubes across something. Oh, there's another one. I don't know. That looks like it was remnants of one. And there's the one that's still standing. I see you looking at me, dear. Yeah, this place is crawling with them. There's another one that has broken in half. So I'm having to assume there was a pipe running down the way that they were supporting. It's the only thing that makes sense to me right now. And we have a random puddle of water. Totally scoopable, just kind of coming out of the rocks there. And that's where it ends. Ground's a little wet from here on out. But yeah, that's it. That's more than enough to save your life out here. And I'll reflect on this moment when in the future I don't have water. You know, because I still haven't checked where water is. I've been waiting until I get to the other side of the mountain, but the other side of the mountain seems to be a lot farther than I expected because, you know, I didn't know which way I was taking around it. So I figure I'll wait until the sun comes up, start to do my second coffee thing and then see where water lies. More of those pillars down here. A lot of work, man. There's one of them birds that just sleeps on the trail. Their eyes glow really well. But they freak you out because they have orange eyes. And if you don't notice them, they fly away right in front of you and it scares you. I believe they're owls. Their eyes glow so well. There's something little looking at me a while ago that was semi-intelligent because it could tell I was looking at it. So we were like playing peekaboo. I saw the eyes, I looked at it, and it realized, oh shit, it's looking at me, so it looked away. And I'm like, what is that? You know, it's pretty small, I can tell, you know, by how close the eyes are and size and all that. But they weren't deer color, they were kind of orangey. I'm assuming it was like a skunk or something. I've never seen their eyes. Or there's some little animal out here that's like a raccoon, rincon or something like that. There's a little deer down there looking at me. So it might have been one of those because I've never seen one of those either. They are around here somewhere. I wouldn't mind seeing them. That's a new animal. I've only seen a dead one at a bar, stuffed on the ceiling. Okay. Dawn is fast approaching. And I thought I'd be out of these mountains, but it turns out every time I go over a hill, there's another hill on the other side, weird enough. I don't know, I keep putting these things all in sequence like this, but you know, it's one hill and then a break, one hill and a break. Come on. We've got rules and standards. I've been hiking for a little over 2 hours. I totally thought I'd be out of the mountains, but as you can tell, I am still in these hills. I'm always hoping like over the next one is the last one so I can, you know, get some service, check out what's going on, try to upload a freaking video, you know, those things. And, you know, I was really hoping to have some second coffee going on as the sun comes up. It's always like ideal time, it's sunrise and coffee. But I shall get no sunrise today. Well, it's going to happen. I'm just not going to witness it. There is water in less than a half mile, so I might as well load up there so I can go make breakfast somewhere else. Another random concrete slab. I hear the sound of running water. Oh, is that a tent or just a mound? It's not reflecting, so I'm not sure. Oh, we're going to go light you up. I'll try to get by you without lighting you up. Depends on how close you sleep to the trail. Huh, it wasn't a tent, just a rock or something covered in vines. I'm not sure if the trail leads right by the water, but I'm just going to assume that it is a canyon, so if there's flowing water, we should have to cross it. And that's what I'm going to bet on. Rather nice established campsite. I believe this is right on trail. If I am actually on trail. I don't know. Is that a trail? No. I'm going this way. Okay, so I have that cairn going up the hill. But I didn't cross the water anywhere, strangely enough. Was I just hearing wind? I'm going to backtrack just to be safe. Okay, I'm off trail. I backtracked. That's man-made. But I hear water still. I don't see any in the wash. But I'm hearing a waterfall, man. What have we here? Some large man-made structure. Obviously been abandoned a while. Trees growing out of it. This would be an excellent place to camp. Walls to block everything. The ground is pretty smooth. And there's a water source. I'm not sure how easy it is to get to. Why is it so dark? Oh, we can get down here somehow. Yeah, I'll figure it out. That's a little farther than I want to jump. Guess I'll take my pack off and stuff and do it. So yes, water looks gross. I think I can smell it. Something smells off in the area. Ooh, those are big old tracks. Hidden hats. Who left those? Yeah, due to the fact that I can smell something and the water isn't all that clear, it's kind of yellowy. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on. It's probably great water, but my senses are telling me to skip it. So I shall. I'm going to dump this water out and I'm going to take off out of here with 1.5 liters. And I assume that there's another water crossing that it was talking about, not this one, because it didn't tell me go left or anything. This was just me following the sound of water. I probably should have kept going and I would have crossed another water source, which is what I think I'm going to do. You may stink, but you're a great coffee spot, man. I really appreciate you. So if any of y'all ever visit here, let me know if this place actually stinks. You know, as we all know, my sniffer doesn't work so well, but it's telling me not to drink the water. So I'm going to follow my gut. Fresh footprints on the trail. I mean, they're ultras, so they could be anybody's. Everybody wears those things out here. But they are rather fresh. So I'd assume those belong to Rip. Just game I play in my head. Guess who's ahead? I mean, since there's another set, I have to assume that's Slick. But they could be behind me. How hard did those guys hike yesterday? Are they trying to keep away from me? Game on. Less than a mile up. You can see it's still trickling, but it looks so much better. Doesn't stink over here. It's deep, it's clear, I can hear it. Much better. Oh, we got water bugs. That's always a good sign. Dance for us, monkey. Standing over there, grabbing my cool, delicious water. Look how clear that is. A successful mission. I'm walking back, and all of a sudden, that stone there was right there. And it rolled right out in there. And I ruined clean sock day. That foot is totally submerged. So, yeah, there's that. All the way to the ankle. Yeah, the entire shoe went under. Oh, it's the desert. It'll dry out in an hour. And with one soggy shoe, we're back to the trail. Way more water sources than I was expecting, at least in this section. But, you know, the south part was the part I was most worried about. Not that I'm anywhere near out of it. There's still a lot to go, but way more plentiful than I was expecting. So what kind of trees are these? I mean, they remind me of aspen with their thin skin, all light colored, but they don't have those eyeballs all over them like aspen do. So I don't believe they're those. I don't know. But it has gotten beautiful since the sun came out. I'm going to wear pants today because my legs are decently burnt, but not horribly burnt, you know. I don't believe I'll be peeling or anything. But that's how I tan. burn a little bit, wait, burn a little bit, wait, and then eventually I stop burning. I realized I did just work night shift for like 6 months. Yeah, so I haven't seen a whole lot of sunshine. Oh, I should have held out just a little bit longer. Look at this. Clear mountain stream. I could have slipped and fell into this instead. Assuming this is where we crossed. Ah, beautiful. Here, let's go right. Cool. I mean, it is pretty damn steep. You know, it's always way more steep. Hey, that's part of my trail over there. Not setting off my vertigo at all, but I don't know if this is something that would normally set it off. Because if I can get past that vertigo, it will make this hiking thing a lot less terrifying. I have nightmares about heights. They scare me. But as long as my vision doesn't get all weird, I think I can, you know, I can muscle through it with my vision getting all weird. So, without, it's got to be way easier because it kind of makes me dizzy or feel like I'm dizzy, but I'm not. Which makes me feel like I'm going to lose balance and just fall over, even though it's just walking, man, with a really steep thing next to you. I don't know why it freaks me out so much. Man, this is like a nice, gentle downhill. I bet this is fun on their bicycles. Also glad I did this early so I could avoid the bike traffic. Huh, I see saguaros growing down there. Going down in elevation again. Nice. I must be getting somewhat better. It's coming down this. It's decently narrow. That's super steep. That's my footprint where I went off the trail a little bit, but it didn't even freak me out. Like that is super steep. Almost a cliff if not for the vegetation. And I'm only maybe mildly freaked out. Sometimes a great river flows in there, but not often. Okay, this is something I'm fairly certain would trigger my vertigo. Okay, it's a pretty steep drop down. It's all rocks. And the trail is angled there at a degree to the right. You know, not severe, but that's more than enough to trigger it for me. And we're going to see what happens if I walk across. No poles, no nothing. Holding the camera just like we're walking. So yeah, it's not freaky at all. And this is deep. Okay, we got a rock. It is not a round rock particularly. I mean, steep. Not freaking me out at all. Hey, that is at least a marginal improvement. Let's see what happens on some like tricky stuff. I'm a little proud of myself. At one point in the not too recent past, or not too distant past, that rock was up here. And that root right there broke it free. I love how these things can just squeeze in between the rocks. And until I broke that chunk off. That's what I'm going with. Oh, it is beautiful up here. Look at this, just opens up into expanses. Nice. This is one of those little spicy looking bushes I was talking about yesterday. Now, it's not full flower by any means, but it's a decent sized little shrubbery. Look how narrow this is. Not freaking me out. I'm enjoying it. It's just too gorgeous. I found one of those cool rubberized tips. I don't generally like those, but that's because I've always just found them and put them on, and my trekking poles break through the tips after a point. I'm like, what's the purpose if you break through? Turns out I've never found one that was complete. There's a little metal washer in there that prevents your trekking pole from busting through to the other side. So keep an eye out for another one, man. Is that my trail over there? I hope not. It's annoying to go down one side and up the other when I'm not really headed there. I guess I'm headed that way, but I feel like I'm headed this way. But yeah, with the rate I'm going down, we'll find out. Well, we've made it to the bottom of this thing. Not sure which way I'm supposed to go, so consult map. Do I want 24A or 99? Who knows? I don't see any arrows tell me which way to go. So had I taken a right at that fork, it would have led me up the side of this to Lord knows where. Left is still downhill, quite a pleasant little walk, very cool in this valley. And I'm going up eventually, but for now it's still down. Or who knows what's around the corner? Who knows? I'm a bit sore from the past few days, the long hauls I've had to do because of pay sites essentially. And so I don't want to really push it too far today. But at the same time, I only have so many days of food left. I could probably make what I have last 3, I'm guessing. Or longer if I needed to, but just eating at my normal rate. A good 3. And I don't quite know where I'm going into town yet. There's just so many roads, so many towns that you can go into. And I don't want to go into the ones that are touristy. And that's what the first few are. So places called like Summer Haven and shit like that, or something along those lines. Places like that don't sound cheap to me. Now Tucson, that sounds kind of cheap to me. Cheap and sleazy. Just like I like it. So I'm probably aiming for there. I don't know exactly which road that is, but I'll figure that out. Try to find something along the lines of a Walmart and mess with videos and stuff. Hopefully not have to stay a night in town. It's it's a bit easier to dirtbag in a big city. Well, not a big city, but a big city. It is in these little towns. Because in cities, people tend to leave you the hell alone. Everybody ignores each other. And in smaller towns, everybody's up in everybody's business. So, if I have to dirtbag it out there for a night, cool. And then, get back to the trail. But, yeah, I need to do something. I haven't been able to get a movie out in a while, and I'm running out of time. That tree just done surrounded itself in cholla. Not much cholla out here. Must just be overlooking it. Or it's all right here. You can hear the flow from here. Assuming I'll encounter this again. But not overly worried about it. I still have a lot of water on my back. Decent sized group of humans down there. Doesn't look like hiker garb they're wearing. I think I see them flannel shirts and shit, so. Just campers. Nice place. This is the first time I've ever seen double claws actually still attached to the plant that it came from. This thing's all double claw bush. Oh, there's another one. But I've never seen it like lush and alive. I've only seen them separated and dead. I've seen pictures, just nothing in real life. This seems like a great spot to take a little break, appreciate some nature, have a little safety meeting. Decent little campgrounds. I'd sleep here. Alright, and that is Joey. I passed him this morning, and he passed me again while I was sitting here. He says the town of Summerhaven, we actually walk through it. So, okay, that's interesting. I thought it was something you had to hitch to, so I wasn't going to bother because a place called Summerhaven just sounds expensive. So, I'm like, screw that noise. And a troop of weird hikers just came by, all clad in costumes and whatnot, like tutus on and stuff. And it's kind of interesting. And they're not through hiking, I'm pretty sure of that by outfits. But, I like weirdos in the woods. So, okay, evidently they let you sleep in the post office there, but it is 14 miles away and a whole lot uphill, and it closes at like 4, or today's Saturday, it probably even closes even earlier, so I'm not even counting on sleeping in some post office. As much as, I've never slept in a post office, so, I might like it just for the story, but, at the same time, I'd be sleeping on the floor with a bunch of hikers snoring and farting around me. I think I'd be happier on the outskirts of town. That's just more my style. Beautiful water sources. Joey took the wrong way, so he ended up back where I was, which is good because then I didn't have to take the wrong way because it was kind of confusing. Somebody dropped their valuable cholla removing tool. I'll carry it for a while and see if somebody needs it. Just more beauty around every corner. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry to get to Summerhaven. 14 miles, I'll make it before the sun goes down. But I'm not going to stress myself out and getting there before all their shops close all early. Joey says he's in hopes that they stay open late because it's Saturday. But, maybe. But I don't really care about that. I'm more interested in breakfast anyway, me, stuff. Anything, I'll roll in there, do my thing, wake up, get some breakfast, see if there's some hiker boxes, since there's a town where you actually sleep at the mailbox, or at the post office. I imagine people send themselves a lot of boxes there. So hopefully, I'm looking for some replacement shoes right now. But, I'm keeping my eyes open for pretty much anything. I'm a scavenger. I am. It's not as easy to be that on this trail, though. It's not as popular. Something like the AT I could clean up. PCT was pretty easy. I didn't know what I was doing on the AT, so I didn't do it right the first time. I went through it. I still had money in my bank account and stuff. So, it was a vacation for me. But you learn as you go. And I've learned this way is a lot more fun, too. Makes it more of an adventure. Sure, it's a little harder, a little slower. It's easy to go in town and just purchase everything and get out. I'll still purchase stuff, but I'm going to try to scrounge everything I can before I start purchasing. And sleeping in hotels is just lame. I did a lot on the AT. Not so much on the PCT. Too much on the CDT, but that's because I had somebody else with me, and you always end up in more rooms when you have somebody else with you. But doing this solo, I don't have those issues, so I can sleep in a dumpster if I want to. I just might. What is this? Just a little off trail. Nice campsite. But everything's funneled right through you. Would it even take this? No, it wouldn't. Okay. Two nice campsites. Some cowboy camp there, separate tent up here. Right off the trail. I passed a group of people out camping, hiking on their way to camp, a good 10 strong. Don't know how many people are going to be out here today. Kind of busy. I'm getting away from the water. I'm headed uphill slowly now. If I do cross it again, I'm taking a bath. it'll be warm enough, and it's been a minute. So I'm overdue. And the water hasn't been freezing cold every time I've touched it. Cold, yes, but not freezing like it quite often is. So hopefully I somehow cross that again. Seems like I'm getting closer to the water again. Is this still the trail? It's confusing. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, I am gonna dip myself in that. It's pretty warm already, and I'm filthy, man. Hell, I might even take my time here and wash my clothes a bit. I think I will. Hell yeah. Here's my new home away from home. So that group of weirdos in tutus and stuff passed me again coming this way, but with different outfits and no gear. So I was like, is there something better up there? And they're like, oh yeah, highly recommend. So I'll check that out. My stuff's drying now. It was pretty filthy. Sorry, river. But yeah, you know, just dunked them, squeezed them, dunked them, squeezed them. I took a nice bath, you know, scrubbed myself down with my rubber ducky. I don't have any soap with me or anything, but that's okay. I don't really need it. I just need to knock off the funk. So a pot scrubby, you know, just takes off the top layer. The water's pretty cold, but it's not ice cold. And I'm in a pool and then a waterfall and another pool. And I don't even know what's going on up there, but it's really nice down here. And being in the desert, it's way better because you can get wet. Even though it's cold, when you get out, you dry off. Like East Coast, no, you're still just wet and cold, even on a warm day. You never ever dry off. So, you know, advantage of the desert. So my clothes hanging from the trees over yonder and such. You know, that's my shirt. Now I got them laid out on rocks and stuff. They'll be dry in a half hour or so, and then I'll be ready to push home. For lunch, we are having one of them almond butter packets and a Nutri-Grain blueberry bar. And you put it in a tortilla, and it's kind of like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They're not half bad. They're not half good. But it's edible. No, I was just saying I needed a knife. No. See what we got here. Ooh, Gerber. It works. It looks sharp. It's mine. Nice couple right there. They were coming by and chatted me up for a minute because I'm a chatty dude. I told them about the next campsite up, even though I haven't been there, you know. Since those people came by me again. I know it's not far. It goes like not more than a half mile. She is a doctor, so she looked at my head for me, and she says, yeah, it's a pretty big gash, but, you know, it's healed over, and it is not red or anything, so, you know, she's like, it looks like it's healing, and, you know, scabbed over, so awesome. That's good to hear. Redness is a bad sign. It's still, I feel it, I sense it, but it doesn't hurt. I still kind of have a headache that's like left side and in my jaw. So is that wisdom tooth? I don't know. That's not really bothering me all that much. I'm a hypochondriac. Okay, this is a really nice spot. Everything is dry. A few socks and poor little dead-eyed duck are still wet. So they're attached to the outside of the pack. I'm just doing a quick look around because I had stuff literally everywhere. And that's how you lose your stuff. Okay. We are good to go. I'm feeling great, man. That was really exactly what I needed. Oh, my clothes are clean. I'm clean, at least for like the next 15 minutes. I bet at certain times of year this is beautiful. Everything's big flowers and all that. But no, just the skeletons remain. Complete with a butterfly? What? There's been all sorts of butterflies and moths up here. Been going up for a minute, but not a hard up. Really don't know how up this is. But I know there's going to be at least a bit involved. I'm not sure what the back way is, but that's an awesome campsite right there. It's a beautiful pool of water, looks really deep. You can totally just take that thing over. It's just big enough for, you know, a few people, but a big 3-man tent in the middle of it means you own it. And then you have all these sweet ass views. Nice. I bet you that's a devil's claw. Just make it look like it's kind of clawy. I don't know. But I bet if I keep walking, I'll find out. I'm such a lucky duck. So that was Carly. She didn't have a pack on, well, much of a pack, you know, like a little jogging kind of thing, so she caught me pretty easily. But I felt as though she wasn't where she was supposed to be. She just had that aura about her. She kept looking around and whatnot, like I know it's around here somewhere. So I was hiding in the shadow, chatted her up and asked her what she was looking for. She's like, have you ever heard of this or this pond? And I'm like, hey, I just took a video of probably what you're looking for a mile or so back, you know. Showed her the video. She's like, yeah, I think that's it. So I described to her how to get down there because there was a definite break in the trail and it went through some brush and stuff, but I was like, that's not the trail, so I didn't take it. And in reward, she gave me fresh fruit, orange and an apple. I did not ask. Oh, but I have received fresh fruit on the trail. This is a golden day, man. Got a shower, did some laundry, found a really nice knife and fresh fruits. And it's only 11. Day's yet half over. Yeah, so it's pretty natty down here. Nobody's dived above my eyeballs yet, but they are, you know, they're definitely hovering. What do you want? Why do you want to be in my eyeballs? There's water right down there. I don't understand it. Looks like I might be getting to the top of something. I see blue skies getting a little lower, so I want to take a break. But at the same time, I want to push on, see if I can get past this. But it keeps not looking that far, and then I, you know, hop this one, and oh no, there's a few more in your way, you know. Yeah, it goes, yeah. Big rocks in the way, up and down. Yeah, hiking. Lizards are so sketchy. I'm not gonna eat you unless I can catch you. Not as nice as the last one, definitely, but still, you know, it's pretty nice unto its own. I'm going to hang out here for another 15-20 minutes because I'm in no hurry. Town is still over 10 miles away, and I have no plans on making it there tonight. And it's only a little after noon. I keep thinking I'm getting there, but, you know, I don't seem to be getting any closer. Not in a hurry. Who cares? Well, just sitting here enjoying the nature, and I saw something new. I saw one of them water beetles. I doubt you can see it. It flew from one pool to the other. One of those just black water beetles flew out of this pool, flew in the air for a second, and boom, right into that one. Did not know they could do that. Sat at the watering hole for about a half hour. Put tape on a few pieces of my feet. Walk around in wet socks and one wet shoe in the best thing for them. So we're going to play Schrodinger's bandage and assume they're exactly where I left them, and we won't know until we check later. But I believe they're going to be exactly where I put them. It's supposed to be some severe uphills because we're going up to Mount Lemon, which is a ski resort in Arizona. So, I have to imagine it's quite a hill. Okay, fork in the road. Bighorn sheep management area. Nice. I don't know. I'll walk up here a bit, check the map, see what it says. I can still make out details of Spud Rock from where I'm at. Not really on the camera, but it's not really all that far away. These look like rolling hills from where I was. Yeah, they're just a little more than rolling hills. And am I still on the trail? Oh, okay. I get a little lost here and there. I think this is my first obstacle. Snapped right off. I mean, not that it's a hard one, but I think it's my first. Well, it is slow going as it's all uphill, so I decided to break out the umbrella. I do have some strappy doos to strap it to my pack so I don't have to carry it. One of you guys sent it to me. I want to say somebody named Josh. And the socks I'm wearing. Thanks. But the sun is not hot, but the rays are rather intense. Unfortunately, I'm going up into elevation, obviously. So like the destination I have in mind is a water source, probably about 5 or 6 miles up. And that seems doable. And then, you know, in the morning I'll push off from there and hopefully, I probably won't even be eating breakfast in this town. It sounds like an expensive town. I'm just hoping that since we run right through it, there'll be hiker boxes to raid. Not that I need anything, but you never know what you're gonna find. Oh, I totally need fuel. Take that back. I might have to buy someone there. Come on, hiker boxes. Taking it slow and easy, man. Slow and, well, not necessarily easy because it is all uphill, but you know, I'm trying not to sweat it as usual. I think I'm thinking number 5 straight up. That's how we do. Look how sparkly everything is, though. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. Maybe I gotta move around a bit. But there's so much mica in the ground. I might have, nah, not yet. Say a little bit of moonlight in the morning, but I don't think yet. A couple more days. Maybe a week. I think less than a week. Okay, no use putting it off. Let's go up. I hear it smells awesome because of the snow melt up there. But when she said that, all I heard was it's really cold. Let's go do it. Hiding behind a nice big rock, provided me plenty of shade. There's a breeze coming up the canyon. It's nice and cool. It feels really good right now. So I am going to linger here. If there was somewhere comfortable to lay down, I would totally take like a 20-minute nap. It's like a really good spot for it. Other than it being right on the trail. You can still see a bit of snow at that peak. Getting way up there again. And this is what the trails look like. Now just straight up big boulders. You know, good time. My butt is going to look fantastic. Come out over this side and you can see the urban sprawl. Oh, I bet I could get service here, but it's exposed. I still have a few more miles to go. So I don't have time. I will figure it out. Hopefully maybe where I camp has service. That would really help me out, man. Look at that. Obviously a fire came through here recently. Yeah, I can still see snow up in there in little pockets. It's still a warm day. I like all the stripes in that green rock. And it doesn't look like I have too much more up to go. But I've been thinking that all day, so, you know, let's plug away at it a little bit more. I've been staring at that rock all day. I had no idea I'd get this close to it. It kind of stands out. I mean, a lot of these stand out. But that one's all off by itself. Very pillory. I'm above it all. Getting there, I think. Evidently somebody's been up here doing a little trail maintenance. I appreciate that because there's not much way to go around this. Yeah, but I had to squeeze through, I don't know, climb over this stupid rock. But I appreciate you. I don't know what these are, but they're kind of cute. Okay, we've gotten high enough to get a little bit of shade. And pine trees, what? I mean, not a whole lot of them, but it's a start. A lot easier to find campground where there's pine trees. Oh, this is the first bit of semi-level ground I've seen in miles. It kind of hurts to walk on it. Ow. I am really sore. I knew I was tired, but I didn't realize how sore I was until I hit semi-levelish ground. No, it won't last long. There's still way more up to go. Oh, that's big enough to projector a movie onto. Alright, terrain is leveling out. It's still up, but it's not as up as it was. That's a good thing, because I kind of need a break. First chance I get when I find water and a flat spot is I am done. There's still plenty of hours of sunlight left. It's right there. Horizon is down there. But I need to upload stuff, so I'm really hoping that I find a spot that has everything I need. I don't want to be trapped in Tucson or something because, you know, I can't get any movies out till then. That'll be frustrating. Way up here. Oh, little patch of snow right there. It's a tiny one. And there's still cacti up here. Look at that. Tough little buggers. Not sure how long ago, but it has recently burned up here. But luckily for us, you know, the thorns grow in first. Why do you have to have such big thorns? I mean, really? I came around the corner and I realized I'm not even actually on that mountain. I still got another mountain to go on to. Okay. But there's probably water down in this valley, and that's what I'm looking for. Headed downhill. That's a nice change of pace right there. Ooh. I'll have to take some ibuprofen tonight. It's been a minute since I needed to do that. People have asked me, have I brought spikes with me? And I was like, nah, why would I need them? And then, you know, this is just the first part of it, so I assume it's going to get worse as I get lower. It's not snow anymore. Well, maybe this stuff is snow. It's all ice. So just try not to slide down. As long as I don't get too much momentum, the twigs will slow my descent. Oh, whoa, gnats. They didn't follow me though, so hey, that's cool. What do we got here? Mountain Lemon Trail number 5. Yes, we will. Temperature's definitely dropped. I'm thinking about breaking out the hiking puffy, but I'm hoping to find my destination first. It should be kind of close. Interesting rocks at the top. Precariously placed boulder. Look at the shining city out there. I think that's Tucson. It's huge. That's what I have to guess. Yeah, I'm pretty much on level with that big mountain from What was that, yesterday, day before? Yeah, day before. But it was much colder when I was up there. That's because Mr. Wind came along. He hasn't enjoyed this party yet. But if I get to where I want to, and there is camping spots and all that, then I don't have to wake up real early or anything. I can sleep in, let the sun hit my tent, and mosey into town, see what's available. That's kind of the plan. Take it easy. Maybe there's decent reception up there, and maybe I'll hang out and just upload all day. Is this considered historic trash? It's a big old chisel. Very solid. Yeah, it's always like that when you want your day to be over, that you take a wrong turn, end up some yellow trail. But at least it was uphill most of the way. But there were some pretty big trees I had to climb over. That should have been the first hint. But there's plenty of tracks on this trail, trekking pole marks, so yeah, whoops. Okay. Shadows are getting long, sun is getting low. I'm in a hurry. And well, I just made my day that much longer. Okay, here we are again. I should have noticed that right there, huh? Yeah, that would have helped. Dummy. That was a waste of like half hour, 45 minutes. At least it was all uphill, so it was downhill on the way back. Well, you're gonna mess up going up, I guess. Alright, let's try to find water in a flat place before it gets cold and dark. Doesn't look like it goes down too terribly far, so I think I'm almost on it. But you know, I said that a while ago. I better check the map. This new map updates even slower than Gut Hooks did. So, you know, it's not like I can go on there and be like, hey, where am I? Now I gotta be like, hey, okay, load, and let it like load for like 5 minutes. And then, you know, my dot appears, but my dot is where it was, like, you know, half hour, 45 minutes ago, and I gotta wait for it to catch up with me. But I don't know if it's where I'm at or not, so I just gotta wait there and stare at it and see if the damn thing moves or not. It's kind of frustrating. At least Gut Hook seemed to know where I was, you know, pretty damn quick. Oh, last little patch of sunlight. Warm in the back of my neck. And it's gone. That's probably the last time I'll touch sunshine again today. Bye, sunshine. I'll miss you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I hope you're all energetic and fiery. This is a nice change of scenery, though, for the last couple of days. You know, past few weeks. Oh, check out that rock. Enhance. Look at that. That's just crazy. Okay, water's in less than a mile. 0.8 to be exact. If I don't get turned around or something, yeah. I'm so hungry. Can't wait to get there and cook me up some north sides or something. Okay, definitely not the best of spots, but it is levelish. It's not too terribly wet, a little moist. And there's water right down there. Hey, it's good enough for me. I'm tired and hungry. All right, let's set up camp. Okay, that is mi casa. Not quite fully set up in there. I'm going to get water right now. Not level in the least. It leans backwards and to the right. But hey, I don't really need anything special, man. Just hungry and tired. That's all I care about right now. It's only 5 miles to whatever town that is. I'm already expecting to be disappointed, but I have to wander through there anyway, so we'll see what that's all about. So I guess even if I do get the urge to do a little crawling in the morning, this is prime cat stalking territory. I mean, look at these things. But there's not going to be anything big up here. There's nothing up here. I haven't seen any rodents. I mean, I'm sure there's rodents somewhere, but there's no birds. There's no deer. There's no reason for any decent-sized animal to be up here. Bears wouldn't be up here because there's no berries to eat or anything. I mean, this is all recently burned. Almost done filtering water. Heating up some water at the same time. You can hear it cooking in there, heating up my tent. Yeah, I have fire going inside of my tent right now without me in there. Not even worried about it. Oh, delicious dinner tonight. Look at this slop. You're so jealous. I'm going to eat the hell out of it. It's white meat chicken, a little bit of garlic potatoes, and Nor chicken rice side. Well, eat up. And in a very rare event, both of my bandages stayed right where I put them. How nice is that?